Hi, it's Brandon William from thirstgym.com. Today we're talking about an exercise called the seated calf raise. This is an awesome exercise to build some big ass calves. Now, the seated calf raise is usually, I would consider it honestly like a specialty piece of equipment. It's really hard to duplicate this exercise without the machine. You can put a barbell across your legs, but that's uncomfortable. You can load up a bunch of sandbags. It's a pain in the butt. There's usually some other machines sometimes that you can like work around and try to figure out a way to rig it up. But I'll be honest, every time I've ever tried to rig up a seated calf raise, it's a pain in the butt. So you're probably going to want a machine for this, and that's entirely okay. But what makes the seated calf raise unique is that it's a specific way to target the soleus. So your calf musculature is designed to where you've got a soleus and a gastroc. The gastroc is what most people think of when they think of calves. They see the big diamond-shaped calves. They see the nice big vascularity, the big ball up here when they go to like extend or jump. Even athletes and parents are all about, we need stronger calves for power, and I think a lot of people forget about the glutes and hamstrings. But before I go on a tangent about that, this targets the soleus. So that's why you would perform a seated calf raise more than a standing calf raise if you really want to build that soleus up. The soleus is very heavily important for posture. So if you think about if you're going to like fall over, your soleus really tries to help kind of almost like pull you back, so to speak. Now, the soleus usually can handle a lot of workload. So you can get a lot of work in on this exercise. Yeah, you're probably going to be sore initially, but they can handle a lot of volume because they are a postural based muscle. So keep that in mind whenever you're performing this exercise. But any calf exercise, I cannot stress this enough, good full range of motion. There's enough people, me included, that have bad ankle mobility, and a lot of times you see upstream effects from that. If you train this in a good quality range of motion, you're not only going to probably get bigger calves, but you're also probably going to be doing yourself some benefits in terms of movement quality in the long run. So with this seated calf raise machine, most of them have the weight out here up front. So they'll have some kind of weight that you can load it on there. Ours is plate loaded. I don't know if I've ever seen not a plate loaded one, but you put the weight here on the end, and then there's two little pads here, and then the pads that go on top of your legs to make it comfortable. Ours has a release catch back here. But what you're going to do is you're going to get in position. You're going to put about a third of your foot on the calf plate. Pads here up on your quads. Hold on here, and then you're going to press up, and ours automatically swings out. Some of them you have to actually push out. Once you get in this position, you go all the way down, get a good quality stretch at the ankle, make sure you can feel the stretch. Then as you go to come up, you're going to push your toes down. That's going to drive these handles up. You're going to get a good quality squeeze here at the top, think like maximal contraction kind of squeeze, and then you're going to go all the way back down, good quality stretch, and back up. Now they have these handles here so that you can, I guess, be comfortable. But what I have found when I do this exercise, when I hold on to these, is that I naturally tendency kind of want to like pull up, and like I feel my body tensing and stabilizing it, where if you take your hands off, it's going to challenge you quite a bit more than if you have your hands on here. So something worth trying and experimenting for yourself. That's just personal preference. But big thing again, good stretch, good contraction at the top. When you're done, take your release, put it back, and you're good to go. It's that simple. Again, the caveats for this, an exercise like this, the range of motion aspect, and really trying to focus on the intent of the exercise. What you don't want to do, and what you're guaranteed to see in any public gym, someone's going to get over here, they're going to put like 345s on there, they're going to unrack this sucker, and they're going to, okay, this does nothing, okay? Don't be this guy. You're just making an idiot yourself in the gym, okay? Good stretch in the bottom, good squeeze at the top. If you do that, you're going to get some good quality big calves. You may not be using as much weight as people, but most people, you don't ask how much you see the calf raise. So when it comes to programming for this exercise, I don't really want to say there's not like a good place to be. In general, you're probably going to see like 3 to 5 sets of probably like 10 to 20 reps on average. That's a really big range. I think going anything heavier than 8s is probably a waste of time. With the good quality stretch and contraction, the time under tension is going to do most of the job for you. Again, we talked about how this is more of a postural based muscle, and you're walking on your legs basically all day. So your calves get a lot of work just in general, and the soleus being a postural based muscle, when preventing you from falling over and stuff like that. I do think that you are going to need absurd amount of volumes to really get them to respond. You can't just do like 3 sets of 8 and expect your soleus and your calves to skyrocket. This might even be one of those exercises that if you're really dedicated towards your calf training, you're probably going to have to build up to 2 to 3 days a week of calf work and really trying to get a good quality amount of volume to get them to respond. So that's the seated calf raise and a whole bunch of other stuff you probably didn't really care to know about. But if you have any questions about this particular exercise, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. Thanks. Have a great day.